Welcome back to the Berg Podcast. With me today is Dan.
Hey, everybody.
And Ford.
Hey, how's it going?
And today we're talking about Labor Day. We're right around the corner. We got Labor Day weekend right in front of us. And it always sort of feels like the unofficial end of summer, right?
Well, it is the unofficial end of summer.
Don't believe the calendars. I mean, this is when school starts back up. You don't think of every weekend trying to go to somewhere warm. It's just a different mindset, Dunkin' Donuts is already selling pumpkin donuts and ice cream and everything.
I know people that
pumpkin.
are already buying pumpkin stuff. I
had a nice pumpkin coffee this morning. Thank you
called
very
him
much.
I called him. I said, Ford, it is August. What are you doing with pumpkin?
Wow. Yeah. Well, the Oktoberfest starts in September. So, I mean, I feel like there's something to be said for when, the progression starts and it's Friday, the 1st of September.
I do want to talk about actually Labor Day and the point of Labor Day and celebrate. Obviously, we got a lot of people.
Yeah, please do.
But before we get there, it is one of the things that's really funny about Labor Day and the unofficial end of summer, being somebody that goes to the beach as much as I can. My favorite month to be there is September, and we have finally officially completely caved into sports and having kids. And we're going to miss one thing, I think, so that I can get to the beach once in September. And it just kills me. And I look forward to every day, and I don't want the kids to go any faster than it's already going. But also I do think that it's, I got 12 years and then Labor Day is not the end of summer anymore. Another 12 years is going to be back to the end of summer is about October 15th. And I'm going to be at the beach every weekend.
You stretch it way beyond
way beyond the September 21st. That's official.
That's the
ironically, Ford, I don't know if I ever said this on the podcast. My parents got married on September 21st. Would have been 50 years. My dad passed away. Would have been 50 years this year. And but my mom always said the reason she picked that day because it was the end of summer. It's the beginning of fall. That's when everything dies. And she was very positive about marriage going into it as a hippie from the 60s. But that's what she said. Like their lives as fun, going around, having fun, doing whatever they wanted was over. And now they were going to be married and have kids.
Wow.
Really negative way to look at it, especially for my dad, who his, fun teenage to 22 or 23, whenever he got married, childhood was in Vietnam. So my mom thought she was having fun and this was going to be bad. My dad thought I'm now going to have like a single person who I'm responsible for and going to live with and don't have to fight Vietnamese people anymore. So they came into it with wildly different opinions of what marriage was going to be.
It's amazing they lasted so long.
It's amazing. It was a bumpy road, I'll tell you that. But the line carried, they made it.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yep.
But let's talk about Labor Day.
Let's talk about Labor Day. Yeah.
I got us off track. So Labor Day is an interesting one. We start summer with Memorial Day and we end it with Labor Day basically. But this is really right in the heart of our season where our guys are really out there working hard. We got theoretically good weather. I mean, we have good weather right now. It looks like a good weather weekend. The temperatures are still hot, but they're not as hot as they were. You're not sitting in the rain of the spring or the snow of winter, so the guys are really able to get a lot of work done. We're very efficient, very productive for the next couple months. And we start to feel the pressure of GCs and owners wanting to get to some finished point, whether it be actually finished or asphalt or a sub base. And so a lot's required of the guys, but this is an interesting spot for us as a holiday, where we're celebrating the fact that people that go out and work and make the United States go, and right. Really nothing makes us go more than the construction industry. You know what I mean? Whether it be vertical or heavy civil or utilities.
Right.
We don't live our lives the way we live them if it isn't for the people putting in hard work every day in every one of those lines.
Yeah. And a lot of the celebration really comes from blue collar trades, right? Construction, manufacturing, frontline workers doing things that our country was built on. And the fact that they deserve to be celebrated, they deserve to be honored. And thankfully we deserve to have a day off, hopefully a nice long weekend.
So we give them a day.
So we give them one day.
That's great.
It kind of feels like
capitalism.
Thanksgiving and other things too, where you're like, there's this day, it's on the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
It means something like, with the weather, it means school, that kind of stuff. But it should, what was the thing we talked about, like the thank you tours and stuff like that? Like,
right.
We're doing it now. It's important to do it now to recognize it. But the reality is it should be a daily, weekly, monthly thing, And so it's hard to do both sides. But, you're like, oh, yeah. So they, worked 2,080 hours this year, minimum. Give or take, minimum. we're going to give them a whole 8 hours off like that, but that's just the way that it's set up. But at least,
Right.
it's like, okay, at least they're being recognized, but it's tough to,
Well,
balance those two factors.
So Ford, I had lunch the other day with the owner that we work for, an owner's rep, and he was really happy with us and the work we do and everything else. And he said it a few times yesterday. I shot a message the other day to JD and Scott about something he had done for them, they had done for him, and the guys. And he was commenting on how he perceives what we do on social media and how necessary it is to try and reach the next generation to really get them engaged in wanting to be in this workforce, because he knows there's a workforce shortage for himself as well as for us. And it was really an interesting perspective, because when he started talking, he's, basically said, like, I like what you do on social media. And he didn't really expound. And I was like, yeah, we're doing a nice job there. I said, we make a really strong effort. And I said, but you do realize it has nothing to do with you. Like, it has nothing to do with getting work or getting you to actually like it. And I said this to him. I said, our social media presence is meant to show off our people so that other people who might be interested want to look at it and want to join our team and want to join this world, and he said, no, I realize that. But it was one of those things, I didn't even pull any punches in that conversation, because so much of what we do is focused on trying to make sure that the team knows that we appreciate what they do and that we value it, and then broadcasting that value outwardly to let other people know that we value it. And, we'd like them to be a part of the team if they feel, and, feel like they want to do that, because we think it's a valuable place to work. We think it's a valuable industry to be in. And we think it's one of the most necessary things that the world still does. We could,
and rewarding.
Yeah. I mean, you could deal without lawyers and a lot of other things, but not going to be easy to deal with if you don't have people doing things. You almost get back to just the farmer, and
Sure.
Construction's not far from that. It's why we link it together a lot. And if you don't have farming, you don't have food. You don't have construction, you don't have roads, you don't have houses, you don't have gas, you don't have electric, you don't have anything.
Yeah.
You're going to be living in a tent somewhere.
Yeah, well, that ties to, the books we put together. As I know is interesting. We put books together for some of our team members every year of the jobs they've been on, and just kind of a memory thing. But I think, like, this last year we were talking about, like, really trying to, and with the pictures and stuff, we want the people.
Right.
The iron's the iron. It's a big
Right.
hunk of metal. It moves stuff. It does stuff, but it doesn't do anything without the person that's in it, right?
Yeah.
We've talked this message before, but it's something we just have to keep beating the drum on, that it's the people that make the difference.
Yeah, the machine doesn't do anything
Nah.
without the operator, right?
No, and
Or
they
the
think they're
laborer
talking about
telling
that
the
out there, but it's
operator
not
what to
real.
do, or the foreman making sure they're all on the same page. Yeah, the human beings are what actually accomplishes everything.
So I hope everybody enjoys, gets a little bit of time away, gets to just enjoy some time with family. We coming out of the summer season where a lot of our guys have taken vacations. I took vacation, and you step away and you come back refreshed, hopefully. And I think, it's just a little chance to just take a second and appreciate what you do, every day, what the guys out there in the field do. Cause it's, it's not me doing it anymore. I mean, it doesn't mean I don't work, but I don't work like that.
Right. Yeah.
We don't get things done because of me.
No, I mean, everybody enjoy your time, friends and family. Maybe see some fireworks or whatever you're going to do. Maybe, picnics or
Have a barbecue.
barbecue. Yeah.
Mhm.
Lots of burnt hamburgers out there in the world for on Monday.
Yep.
That's not pretty.
That was my
Don't
uncle's.
undercook them either, though.
Somewhere in the middle, the right temperature.
A nice, like Pittsburgh style. You know what I mean? You just
Oh,
like,
no, yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like
I
seared
know.
on the outside, medium rare on the middle. That's a good temperature. Another one is hot dogs. I don't know why Blair has something downstairs where she writes it on her board. Have you seen this? And it's a weekly poll of ridiculous questions she comes up with.
Don't get me started on the pizza question.
No.
Did you see? I didn't even know about this. I don't even know what the pizza question is, but this one is hot dogs a sandwich?
Are hot dogs a sandwich?
Are hot dogs a sandwich?
Because they're served on a roll.
Because they're served on a roll. But I mean, for me, like I'm not in this poll. I don't know who's in the poll.
Mm-hmm.
More people said yes than no.
Mm.
And I feel like I would disagree, because I also wouldn't call a hoagie or a sub a sandwich. I mean, I'd say I wouldn't say I'm grabbing a sandwich. I'd say I'm grabbing a hoagie or a sub. So the roll by itself doesn't do it for me, but I feel like it's not a sandwich. A sandwich should have multiple layers, like a club sandwich or even just a regular turkey sandwich.
Well, like
turkey.
a PB&J is just one layer.
Well, no, it's got bread and peanut butter and jelly. It's got two things. Hot dogs just got, I guess you could say you put mustard on
Mustard.
grilled
I-
cheese. Is grilled cheese a sandwich?
I guess it
boy.
is. Yeah, that gets tricky. I don't
We're
know.
going back to another food episode.
Yeah,
We'll
but
check back
I'm
with
just
you.
trying to figure out like where this, where these questions come from.
The one
where,
that
someone downstairs.
was disturbing to me was about pizza, and it was like, is pineapple a legitimate topping for pizza?
I remember that. Yeah, Mara loves pineapple, but
That bothered you.
I was willing to put my marker down somewhere on that sheet because of it.
And you don't participate in a lot of those
Ford's
things.
not a big participator. in that
That
kind
one
of
got
role.
you stirred up a little
I
bit.
was like, I'm willing
So-
to go put a line on the
So I got
chalkboard.
myself off. I got myself off topic here. All I was going to say is hot dogs is one though. Like
Okay.
hot dogs have to be grilled. Like I mean, not that I wouldn't eat them if you like microwave them or
the
something,
boiled
but
hot dog.
a boiled hot dog is just not good. It's it should be grilled, and that's
Well,
Labor
and I
Day,
mean,
right?
like-
For me, that's Labor Day's hot dogs, hamburgers. That's
Right.
you're having a picnic
Potato
for
salad
barbecue.
or-
Yeah, that's it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Picnic.
It's actually like for
barbecues.
me, like I mean, hamburgers we have regularly, but hot dogs are usually only at some type of picnic thing. Like that's just
Right.
a unique thing that you have at that point. You don't have them on a
Yeah,
regular.
we are going to
basis.
end up on a food topic. I told Ford
Yeah.
I called him from Wawa the other day, and I got a Wawa quarter-pound hot dog.
Oh,
I haven't got one of them in I don't know how long, but it was good.
yeah.
Exactly what I expected.
Don't go do the 2 for $1 hot dogs at Sheetz though.
Ooh.
You get what you pay for.
Ooh.
See, I do like 2 for $1 hot dogs, but I'd never get them from Sheetz. That's
Yeah.
a throwback memory to being a kid at Wawa
Yeah.
or at 7-Eleven and being poor.
Yeah. And,
The Chichitos or whatever on the little roller
Yeah.
that's been there since 8 a.m. in the
I
morning.
haven't. My teenage kids at times will like because they have no money, right? Will do things like that, and I'm like, oh man, you are gambling. You are gambling with your gastrointestinal system right now. You're just-
Hopefully, the next 2 days you're not too heavily scheduled. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah, so,
All right, guys. Well, I think
Okay.
we've been all over the place. We've covered enough stuff. You think?
yes, yeah. That's
Before we
good.
get any further off of the topic,
Yeah, before it does become
Enjoy
another
Labor
food
Days,
podcast.
guys.
Thank you for all you do. Enjoy your Labor Day and spend some time with your family and relaxing. Thanks.